and welcome back for another video. My name is Caitlin, and this week on What's for Dinner, we are making vegan chickpea tacos. They are super easy to make, so hang on, we're gonna get started on the recipe. But before we do, please hit that subscribe button down below, leave me a comment, like this video if you want to see more. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, to a bowl we are going to want to add a can of chickpeas and then roughly 1 teaspoon of chili powder, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Oh, well, it can't always be perfect when we're cooking. So that's roughly a teaspoon. And this guy has a shaker top, so I'm just going to shake in what I feel like is half a teaspoon of onion powder. And I'm going to do the same thing because that's what my garlic powder looks like as well. So I'm going to do roughly half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And cayenne is actually quite hot, so we are going to put in just a quarter of a teaspoon. And I'm going to truly measure this one out just because I don't want them super spicy, but I do want them to have a kick. And then half a teaspoon or thereabouts of cumin. And we're going to do a nice mix so everything is coated equally. Ta-da! Now they're ready to go over to the skillet. A little bit of olive oil, just a little bit. For measuring, probably tablespoon and a half. Alright, so after you put the olive oil in, I put the burners on like a medium level of heat. The chickpea one is set on my oven to 6, and the other one is set around 5. You don't want the corn, because we're going to be putting chickpeas in this one, and then a can of corn goes in this one. Chickpeas are already seasoned, so I don't have to do anything with them, but the corn needs a little bit of salt. Just give them a little mix around. Alright, so I know the lighting is going to be vastly different from the first segment to the previous one and this one, but I think you'll probably notice it right about now. But I fixed the lighting on my camera, so I am so sorry for last week's really dark video. And the fact that you probably couldn't see much of what was in it. I know I didn't know what was up with my camera, and I think I fixed it, so here, we have lights now. So, now it is time to make the slaw that goes on top. So I have part of a cabbage, which is what we're going to be using. So we're going to cut that up nice and fine. We're going to grate a carrot, and we're going to add some mayo and some, chili powder. Alright, so I'm just gonna I don't feel like my knife skills are the best. I love cooking as a home thing, but I am not a professional. So I'm gonna kind of speed through the cutting and the grating part of this, and I'll come back when I'm gonna add in the fun and fancy things. Most of a grated carrot, and I'd say probably about a third of a cabbage that's been diced up and shredded and put in a bowl. And I'm going to take my Veganaise right now and a spoon, because I don't really believe in measuring. I don't know. I don't cook by measuring, so I'm going from kind of this point forward to tell you all what measurement should be like and then not do that measurement. So it should be about half a cup. I'm going to eyeball it with a couple big scoops. That to me looks like half a cup. It may be more like 2/3. But yeah, it's whatever you want to make it be. It doesn't really matter. And we're just going to give it a nice little stir and get it all mixed through. Oh, I forgot the lime juice. That's the other important thing I didn't tell you about. Lime juice. So we're going to do a couple squeezies. If you are measurement folks, 2 tablespoons would be probably adequate for the right flavoring. Alright, so you have your Veganaise and your lime juice in the bowl, and now it's time to add a very light sprinkle of chili powder. This gives it a little bit of an added kick. So for you measurement people, an 1/8 or a 1/16. If you really don't like, a whole bunch of spice, you just want to have a hint of it. But an 1/8 should do it. I'm going to add a little bit more to mine. Once you get to cooking for a while, you kind of get to know how things look. And I don't know about any of you who watch my videos, but when I cook with my eyes, I can almost taste what it's going to be like. That just makes it easier for me to eyeball things. Alright, so our next step is plating. We're going to put a little bit of those chickpeas in the center. And then follow it up with some of that charred corn. We can put a nice helping of the slaw on top. And this helps to balance out the flavors, you know, all the spices from the chickpeas, you know, and I know there is a little bit of spice in the slaw, but it does help definitely to balance things out. And if you want, you can then add with a little sprinkle of vegan cheese. Alright, so I'm gonna try and eat this on camera without making a huge mess, but let's see. Alright, so the sweetness and the creaminess of the Veganaise on the slaw really balances out the spiciness from the chickpeas and really makes this a wonderful dish. It's not too spicy, it has hints of sweet from the corn, and it's really tasty, and I'm very excited to share it with you guys today. So, this is our video for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next week. We're going outside next week, hopefully, unless it rains and pours and snows here because the weather's supposed to be really weird. So, hopefully we'll be outside next week. If not, you'll just get a lovely snack tutorial. But, here's hoping. So, see you all next week. Bye!